Blessings and abundance, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Sacred Birth Sessions. I am Jessica Pierre, and every week we have honest conversations about pregnancy, birth, advocacy, and preparing for one of life's biggest transformations. My goal is simple, and that's to help you feel informed, grounded, and confident when that moment comes for you. Before we jump in, I would love to hear from you. So if you have a birth story, a question, a topic that you'd like me to cover, please send me a listener letter to connect@sacredbirthsessions.com, and I may feature your letter in a future episode. So take a deep breath, settle in, and let's get into today's session. So one of the biggest myths about birth is that One of the biggest myths about birth is that confident moms aren't scared. But after supporting well over 100 births, I can tell you that is simply not true. I have met women who were terrified and still had incredibly empowering births. I've met women who weren't afraid at all until labor took an unexpected turn. At the end of the day, fear isn't the enemy. The question is, what do we do with it? And today I want to talk about fear, where it comes from, what it does to the body, and why feeling afraid doesn't mean you're unprepared. So a few years ago, I was supporting a first-time mom, and she had taken childbirth education classes. She hired yours truly as her doula. She packed her bags weeks before her due date. So on paper, she looked incredibly prepared. But once labor began to get intense, she looked at me and literally said, "Jess, I don't think I could do this." I paused and I smiled not because I was being disrespectful at all, but just because I've heard those exact words, not once, not twice, dozens of times. And what I did was I leaned in and I said, "You don't have to do tomorrow's labor now. Just do this contraction. Stay present." If you know me, you know that I like to compare contractions to waves. If you are a surfer, you're not going to just jump on your surfboard and just ride a wave. You're going to study the waves. You're going to find the rhythm of the waves. You know when a wave should be coming. You know when you should jump on your board. You know when you should stand up. You have to study it. You just find your rhythm. And that's pretty much what I teach all of the moms that I come across. I had a client who literally, she said, "I don't think I can do this." And then I was like, "Remember the waves. They're just waves. One at a time. Just take one at a time." And she's like, "They're just waves. They're just waves." And she's trying to move, and she's trying to kind of catch herself and keep herself grounded in that. But for this particular mom, when I said just do one contraction at a time and stay present, it felt like something shifted. She stopped thinking hours ahead. She stopped wondering how much longer it would be, and she just focused on one breath at a time, one contraction at a time. and essentially one moment at a time. And little by little, her confidence grew. Not because the contractions became easier, because God alone knows they don't, but simply because she realized she could get through them one at a time. And later, after the baby was born, she literally laughed. She smiled, she thanked me, and she literally said, "I really thought I couldn't do it." At the end of the day, fear has a funny way of making us believe we're not capable. Sometimes that fear comes from stories we've heard. Sometimes that fear comes from social media, lots of that. And sometimes it comes from your own past experiences. And again, also sometimes it's simply the fear of the unknown. And honestly, all of that is normal. The goal isn't to eliminate fear before birth. The goal is to understand. The goal is to understand it well enough so that it doesn't make every decision for you. Preparation is something that I always talk about, but preparation does not erase fear. It just gives fear less control. So if you're feeling afraid right now, right? Especially when it comes to birth or just, in general, but if you're feeling fear, I want you to try these 3 things. First off, I want you to get curious. Ask yourself this: what exactly am I afraid of? Especially when it comes to birth. Are you afraid of the pain? Are you afraid of the unknown? Are you afraid of a C-section? Are you afraid of something happening to your baby or even yourself? Name the fear. And usually naming that fear makes it easier to address. Secondly, I want you to ask questions, because fear grows in uncertainty, and information gives your brain something solid to stand on. And finally, I want you to remember that you don't have to labor through the entire birth in one moment. Literally take it one breath at a time. Just one contraction at a time. One decision at a time. Try your best to stay present in the moment. One step at a time. So, with that being said, let's get into the listener letters. So, this week's listener letter says, "Hi Jessica, I am 36 weeks pregnant and everyone keeps telling me to relax. But the closer I get to my due date, the more nervous I become. Some days I feel excited. Other days I find myself watching birth videos and convincing myself something terrible is going to happen. I feel guilty because I think I'm supposed to be confident by now. Is it normal to still be scared this late in pregnancy?" So first off, thank you so much for your honesty. And yes, it's completely normal. At the end of the day, confidence isn't the absence of fear. Confidence is moving forward even when fear is present. You are about to experience something that you've never experienced before. Even if you've had a baby before, each experience is different. So, of course, there are moments of uncertainty that's going to come up. At that point in time, just give yourself permission to feel both. And when I say both, I mean give yourself permission to be excited and nervous. Give yourself permission to feel hopeful and scared, because those feelings can and do exist together. So instead of asking yourself, how do I stop being afraid? Try asking yourself, what would help me feel more prepared? Now, that particular question is something that you can actually answer. What would help me feel more prepared? There are resources, there are options, there is support. What is it? What is it that'll help you feel more prepared? And that is my 2 cents. So, if today's conversation resonated with you in any way, and you're realizing that preparation is about more than packing your hospital bag. I know people stress out about that too, but it's more than that. So if you're realizing that and you would love to find out more, I would love to invite you to the Sacred Birth Blueprint founding cohort. And together, we'll talk about everything. We'll talk about pregnancy, we'll talk about labor, advocacy, postpartum preparation, and decision making, and so that you feel informed, you feel supported, and you feel confident no matter how your birth unfolds. So if you are interested, please send me an email to connect@sacredbirthsessions.com with founding cohort in the subject line, so that I know that you're interested in the cohort. I would love to hear from you. And once again, thank you so much for spending this time with me. And if this session encouraged you in any way, please, please, please share it with someone who is preparing for birth. And if you have a question, if you have a birth story, if you have a topic that you'd like discussed on the show, please send your listener letter to connect@sacredbirthsessions.com. Until next session, please stay informed, stay grounded, trust yourself, and please remember, being afraid does not mean you're not ready. It means you're human. I'll see you on the next session. Peace, blessings, and abundance.